You've seen them. Those fluffy, smiling clouds of dog that seem to radiate pure joy. The Keeshond looks like the perfect companion. Distinctive spectacles, an impressive coat, and a reputation for being the ultimate family pet. But beneath that plush exterior lies a personality, and a set of needs that most first-time owners are completely unprepared for. Before you bring one of these smiling Dutchmen into your life, you need to know what you're really signing up for, because the trait that makes them amazing might also be the reason they drive you crazy. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The Velcro Dog. Reality. Let's start with something sweet that can quickly turn sour if you value personal space. The Keeshond isn't just affectionate. They are famously known as Velcro dogs. This isn't a breed that's happy to see you and then goes off to nap in the other room. They want to be where you are, always. If you are cooking, they are under your feet. If you are watching TV, they are on your lap. If you go to the bathroom, well, don't expect privacy. While this deep bond is incredibly heartwarming for many, it can be overwhelming. If you work long hours away from home or need solitude to function, this shadow-like devotion might actually become a source of guilt and stress rather than comfort. Number 9. The Barking Alarm System. Keeshonds were originally bred as watchdogs on Dutch barges. Their job wasn't to attack intruders, but to alert the captain to anything suspicious. And boy, do they still take that job seriously today? A Keeshond doesn't just bark for fun, they bark with purpose. A leaf blows across the driveway? Bark. The mailman is 3 houses away? Bark. A squirrel looks at your window? You guessed it. They are extremely vocal and alert. While this makes them excellent watchdogs, it can be a nightmare in an apartment complex or quiet neighborhood if not managed early. You aren't just getting a dog, you're installing a furry, very loud alarm system that doesn't have an off switch without significant training. Number 8. The Grooming Commitment. You can't look at a Keeshond without noticing that magnificent coat. But maintaining that cloud-like appearance is a part-time job. They possess a double coat, a woolly undercoat and long guard hairs that require serious dedication. We aren't just talking about a quick brush once a week. You need to line brush them down to the skin at least 2 to 3 times a week to prevent painful matting. And then there's the blowing of the coat. Twice a year they shed their entire undercoat. You will find tumbleweeds of gray fur in your coffee, on your clothes, and under your bed. If you are a neat freak who needs a pristine house, the amount of hair a Keeshond produces might just break your spirit. Number 7. Intelligence can backfire. We often list intelligence as a pro, but with the Keeshond, it's a double-edged sword. These dogs are incredibly smart and learn tricks faster than you can imagine. However, smart dogs get bored easily. If you don't provide enough mental stimulation, a Keeshond will create their own entertainment, and you won't like their ideas. They are master manipulators who will quickly figure out how to open cabinets, escape crates, or train you to give them treats. They know exactly how to use those expressive eyes to get what they want. You need to be one step ahead of them constantly. If you want a dog that blindly follows orders without questioning your authority, or trying to outsmart you, this breed might be too clever for its own good. Number 6. The Smiling Personality. One of the most unique physical traits of the Keeshond is their famous spectacles. Markings around their eyes that make them look like they are wearing glasses, combined with a curled lip that creates a permanent smile. But here's the secret. That smile isn't just physical, it's a lifestyle requirement. These dogs are pathologically happy and friendly. They are generally terrible guard dogs in the physical sense because they are more likely to lick an intruder than chase them away. They assume everyone they meet is a new best friend. If you are looking for a stoic protector or an aloof guardian, look elsewhere. A Keeshond's defense mechanism is spinning in circles and jumping for joy. You have to be prepared for a dog that loves humanity more than you might want them to. Number 5. High sensitivity levels. Keeshonds are emotional sponges. Because they are so tuned into their people, they are incredibly sensitive to the tone of your voice and the atmosphere in the home. You cannot use harsh training methods with this breed. Yelling or aggressive discipline will shut them down completely and damage your bond, sometimes permanently. They take everything to heart. If there is tension in your household or frequent arguing, your Keeshond will become anxious and distressed. They need a positive, reward-based environment to thrive. This sensitivity makes them amazing therapy dogs, but it also means they are high maintenance emotionally. You have to be mindful of your own energy because your Keeshond is constantly mirroring it back to you. Number 4. Exercise needs balance. There is a misconception that because they are fluffy and pretty, Keeshonds are low-energy lapdogs. That is false. But they aren't marathon runners like Huskies either. They sit in a tricky middle ground that can be hard to gauge. They were bred to jump back and forth on barges, meaning they have agile, bouncy energy. They need moderate daily exercise, think long walks and active play sessions. But they also have an off switch indoors. The danger lies in underestimating their need for activity. A bored, unexercised Keeshond becomes a loud, destructive Keeshond. However, you also have to be careful in the heat. That heavy coat means they overheat much faster than other breeds, so their exercise schedule has to be carefully managed around the weather. Number 3. Separation. Anxiety struggles. Remember point number 10 about them being Velcro dogs? The dark side of that attachment is separation anxiety. This is perhaps the most common behavioral issue in the breed. Keeshonds generally do not tolerate being left alone for long periods. If you work 9 to 5 away from home and plan to leave the dog in a crate or the backyard all day, a Keeshond will suffer. They can become destructive, chew through drywall, or bark incessantly until the neighbors call the police. This isn't just about them missing you, it's about them panicking without their flock. They are companion dogs in the truest sense of the word. Owning one requires a lifestyle that accommodates their need for presence, whether that's working from home or utilizing doggy daycare. Number 2. Health watchouts. Generally, Keeshonds are a healthy, sturdy breed that can live 12 to 15 years. However, like all purebreds, they have genetic predispositions you must watch for. The big 3 to worry about are hip dysplasia, patellar luxation, loose kneecaps, and heart conditions. But there is a specific genetic issue called primary hyperparathyroidism, PHPT, that used to plague the breed. It affects calcium levels and can be fatal. The good news is that there is a genetic test for it now. The bad news? Unethical breeders might not test for it. You absolutely must verify that the parents have been tested for PHPT. Falling in love with a puppy only to face expensive, heartbreaking medical issues down the road is a tragedy you can avoid by doing your homework. Number 1. The empathy gene. And now, the number 1 thing you need to know. The trait that truly defines the Keeshond experience. It's not their coat, their bark, or their Velcro nature. It is their uncanny, almost supernatural empathy. Keeshond owners often report that their dogs know they are sick or sad before they do. If you are crying, they will physically press their body against you to absorb the pain. If you are happy, they spin. They don't just live with you, they live for you. This is the surprising truth. Owning a Keeshond isn't like owning a pet. It's like having a hairy soulmate that creates a deep emotional dependency. Once you experience that level of connection, it ruins you for other breeds. You aren't just getting a dog, you are accepting a devoted partner who will tether their heart directly to yours. So guys, the Keeshond is a magnificent, loving, and intelligent breed, but they demand a lot of time, patience, and emotional availability. If you can handle the barking, the grooming, and the constant need for companionship, you will be rewarded with loyalty unlike any other. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button and subscribe for more honest breed breakdowns. Drop a comment below. Could you handle the Velcro life? Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Remember, a dog is a lifetime commitment, so choose wisely and love them with everything you have. Thanks for watching.